But yeah, man. So okay. So I used to do this. I used to do this thing where I would bring on like a strong player of whatever character, run a first to 10, and then kind of yap with them during and after. And I stopped doing it primarily because I found that I think I kind of formatted it a little fucky. I think I was kind of like, hey, let's do the first to 10 and talk while we're doing it. And most people, I discovered, do not have as easy of a time just kind of yapping while they play, which is totally fair, right? So I think it was a good idea, but I think it's two separate things. So we got Gabagool, obviously my Gabagoat. Had to when we're gonna bring it back, we have to start with that's right. I have to start with the Ladiva, and the Ladiva, at least in North America, by my estimation. I mean, J-Man certainly one of the goats as well, but and then yeah, we'll run the first to 10. I mean, if you you know, if we can have like little chats about whatever, but afterwards, I do want to pick your brain on a lot of, like, you know, your thoughts on Ladiva, your thoughts on the game in general, you know, maybe some of the takes that I have on certain characters that chat always makes fun of me for. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I'd love to talk because I feel like every Ladiva always has different things, and as much as I meme about like, how could you think like this, I think it's super enlightening, and I love hearing different perspectives. Because a character, especially this archetype, is so built on like how you understand other players in the game that everyone always has a bit of a different perspective. It was like this with Bot. It was like this with any real grappler that is like, I guess in a like an anime game, right?
Yeah. I got knocked out of GM, man. I can't believe this.
No.
This mirror is some silly shit though. I tell you.
Dude, I'm ready for that.
That's, you know,
there's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah, the 5-frame SPD. We can talk about that certainly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what's up.
I be doing it to people, man. I gotta do my best to stop it too. We're trying to use more of this guy too. This 2M button.
Yeah.
I've recently had the realization that it's kind of a goat.
Dude, this combo that I'm doing right now, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to start doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? It's like you weren't.
I just wasn't like doing it.
That's fair.
Oh, nice. Oh fuck, that was nice. That was like a good like fake out movement. Oh shit.
Like, we kind of nice with it. We kind of nice with it. We kind of nice with it. I've been working on my Ladiva, man. I've been trying to
I'm excited.
Play a little bit more Ladiva, get a little better.
Dude, I won't lie. The 2 weeks leading up to Boston, we can talk about that tournament stuff too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was only playing Blaze Blue, dude, and I was like, I just don't want to go 0-2 in Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, and then I went 0-2 in Blaze Blue, and I got top 8 for Grand Blue, and I was like, well, shit.
You know, it's your calling, man. Oh, nice.
Let's go, Belfoy. I see that energy.
Thanks to Gab going to Boston, I got to win a local. That's crazy. Bro,
yeah, me and Belfoy are we go to the same local. Oh fuck.
Oh god. Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm just gonna do this until.
I gotta find. I want to go to just mids, man, but it always happens. It happens like during my stream time. I'm so sad.
Yeah, you gotta do like an IRL stream, like, you know, you can show people like this is what how to like prepare for your local, because a lot of people like have locals near them, but they don't know the etiquette, right? It's like I don't know if you play Magic the Gathering, but like if you go to a TCG local, it's something similar where it's like, are they gonna give us basic lands? And you're like, yes, of course.
Oh,
I'm autopiloting the
okay. I was gonna say that's like, I always tell people it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it isn't. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, I'm ass at punishing it as the problem. Anytime anyone, this is a big problem I think I have, where anytime someone does something that I consider to be like fake, I'm like never ready to actually punish it if they do it. I just assume they're never gonna do it, you know?
That's why it's like when someone like doesn't throw punish the third headbutt, you're like, what the fuck now? Like, do I? Oh shit!
What the fuck? Oh, nice. Oh! That's my bad. Tried to 2-ute. It's on me.
That's fair. Oh shit. I just had a feeling.
You know what?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, counter hit far. I gotta get better at figuring out what you get off counter hit far L2. +8, right?
Yeah.
Get far M into the normal shit, I guess. Ooh. Sure.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This move is so funny now, man. Just the sheer amount of damage that the raw 720 does.
Do you know the Zoe player Semi?
Yeah.
He was like, he was my like round whatever, round 3 to like make it out of pools, and I hit him with like the scummiest like 720, and he had BC'd once, and it was like from 70%. He just died, and everyone was watching behind me in the pool setup, and they were like, "That killed?"
It does.
And
like
I just like
10K,
I just turned around
man.
and I was like, "Yeah."
It shit does 10K on 3 brave points or 2 brave points. It's kind of nuts with it.
Oh shit! I was a bit too preemptive. Oop. Yeah. Fuck! You got my ass.
Yeah, I can't kill here. I don't think. He just. I tried to backdash. Oh, his backdash.
Yeah.
Right away. Oh, this they made this character a little evil, I think. I had to jump there, I guess, huh?
Yep.
To be
jump or
one,
yeah.
Ah!
Oh fuck! I could have totally killed.
Just a little bit.
Uh-oh. No.
Okay.
I was
I
like,
thought you would stick something out. I thought you'd stick something out.
dude, no, I was like, he's gonna do run up SSBA or some shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I had a very similar idea in mind, so you weren't wrong necessarily.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Well, you know, I can't even like. It's like this is what I do to people.
That is a funny ass jumping one.
Nice to you. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fair.
Nothing hit me with that. Like, oh god, like a year ago or something. Ever since then, I've been mad about it. Woo! The empty jump, SPD after.
Nah, I started doing that shit more too.
Crazy they made that. I feel like I dropped that 623U link after the heavy SPD. I've dropped that more often since they increased, like since they made it easier. Woo!
Yeah. I mean, I also feel like it could be a thing where it's like, let me walk into this combo.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead.
You
18K?
should be.
Yeah, dead.
Nah, I was close. Yeah, I feel like I started dropping it a little too, but that's just because like they also increased like the range of it, so I think like maybe I'm like a little out of the corner, but it should still be okay.
Oh, you're going for it in situations you wouldn't have before.
Yeah.
And shit? Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Nah. Unfortunate.
Yeah, not like that. Not on this character. Not in this patch. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, converting my far L's in general is definitely something I gotta get better at.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to get used to, and I usually do it based on, like, sound cues. Shit, you got me. Ooh. I usually do it based on sound cues, and offline that becomes a bit of a problem. Extra range? No! It wasn't enough.
I thought that too, man. I'm like, they buffed the range. There's no way it whiffs.
Yeah.
There was way. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, no whiff punish. Oh, no confirms. Oh, no confirms.
Dude, I'm trolling. No!
Oh,
I'm the GOAT.
My headphones fell off my. What do you mean? Where's my SPD? Where'd it go? I did the Oh fuck! I did the USPD. I was so hyped.
We both did USPD, but the throw protection got you.
It's guard crush, no? Like you can. It hits people and hit stun. The USPD, I thought.
Dude, honestly, that might be like a go into the replay and check the frame meter type of thing, because I have no idea how mine won there.
I must have been a little too late, so like you were out of the guard crush, so then the throw protection got.
Yeah, I was doing like like the simple input. I was just mashing that shit.
Yeah, very fair. Oh, a bit of whiff punish. Ow. Neutral 100. If only.
Oh shit. We aren't doing okay.
Rest in peace, Panini. Oh Jesus. Yeah. The whiff punishing with the 2 M's, man.
Please.
I'm jealous. I want to get better at that.
A friend of mine,
frames, you know?
yeah, a friend of mine was like, she told me something this weekend. She's a friend of mine from New York. Shout out Witch Hazel. She hosted me this weekend in New York before I went to Boston. and she was like, when I was at my locals with IDOM, IDOM told me, like, I asked IDOM, like, how are you, like, whiff punishing 5-frame normals in fucking Street Fighter? And he said to her, like, just stand outside, like, you gotta know the range, stand outside of it, and just react to the first sign of movement with a button. Like, don't even think about what button it is. Just, like, pick a button that you're going to use to whiff punish in that situation, even if it doesn't work. Like, know by standing outside of the range. Nice. And then just press the button. Like, react to, like, the first sign of movement.
So what? But then, if you don't care what button it is, what range are you standing outside of? Is the longest range?
Like, you pick a button you want to whiff punish, but you stand outside of range of that button, or you like pick like a good effective range. Yo yo yo.
I live these probably. Starting to think I don't live these.
No, that doesn't work. Nah, I trolled so hard.
Alright.
I should have just I literally should have just done like auto combo SSBA. That's something I'm pretty bad with. Is like
needless sauce. Too much sauce.
Not being being too greedy, or like when it comes to doing like 5-frame like light SPD punishes. Shit. Nice. I like there are times when I could kill with ultimate SPD, and I just out of habit do light SPD when like an ultimate SPD would have punished and killed and given me the game.
Yeah, you're not used to it being like good.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice confront. No.
Oh fuck, that was fair.
I thought I was being cool and smart. I was actually being stupid and lame. That's heartbreaking news. I'm dead. Yeah. This extra 500 they gave this too. You really feel this. I feel like I've gotten a lot of kills on this that weren't there before.
For sure.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. It almost hurts.
Ah shit.
Oh shit. Punk checked.
Yeah. Is this the okay? Ooh.
Almost. A little bit too much stank on it. So true, bestie.
No, don't worry. They fucked up Ladiva's anti-air combos again.
Yeah, usually I sat down and tried to figure that out for a bit. Doesn't link.
Do you remember? Do you know that meme image that's like they fucked up his sandwich 5 times?
They fucked up his sandwich 5 times. Yeah, I think I've seen
The
that.
guy that's running at Subways. Yeah, they fucked up her anti-air combos 5 times. I need to make that.
Oh god, think of the points. Think of the internet points we got.
Oh my god. That's the
button in the
thing.
game.
I reacted to like any kind of movement and I got fucking slonked. I love 66H now.
The buff, the fact you actually get like good damage off it like all the time if it counter hits now is really nice for sure.
Nice to hear.
Yeah, I think what I've been doing for Ladiva's anti-airs is just like, if both hits of the 2H connect, then they're low enough usually. Oh! For, what's it called to work. For you to get M Lariat into a follow-up.
Nice.
That light headbutt guy, I gotta start using more too.
Uh-oh. This isn't good.
I do like this situation. No confirms, he's ass.
Oh, you got me. You got my ass.
We got a game. We got a game. We didn't get 10-0'd. Let's go. It is always an interesting experience fighting someone like way better than you in the mirror. It's like we're using the same character. How are you doing this? Like, what are you? How are you beating my ass this hard? Oh, nice. We got a game.
There's RPS better.
It's true. It's true. Better fundies. Better knowledge. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm ready. Oh!
He missed it. Let's go. He's not ready.
Oh my god. Dude, I was pressing that shit! And I literally can't front anyone for fucking that up.
Yeah, if you know when you try, you know, it happens. But some people, they don't even know. They just let you get away with that shit.
Oh my god!
Oh, fucked up the 720! No! It's okay.
That happens to me.
Consolation prize, safe jump.
You got me.
You thought I was gonna fake it? I was heavily considering faking it. So you're not crazy, certainly.
I definitely had that too, where like I roll and I'll just spin the stick as fast as I can, but I'm like 360 and I'm like I do like a 600 instead of a 720, and it
I guess so. I guess I don't know why it just doesn't believe me sometimes, but I heard a lot of people complaining about the like input reader for this game. I think a lot of it is just like, you know, it is just like an input, a player issue. I think. I'm not sure if there's actual problems, but
I'm glad you said that because I heavily agree.
yeah.
That like I really haven't. Oh, nice. I really haven't had much problems with the input reader in this game. At least there's never been like a time where there's never been a time where I've been like, I pressed that for sure, and the game gave me something like wrong.
Like every time I go and look back, I'm like, oh, actually, I did fuck that up. Who would have thought?
You got me, dude. I didn't RPS good enough.
Yeah, I guessed wrong. Oh no.
That is the Ladiva mirror.
It is really fun. It's the, I call it the skill eraser. When a Ladiva has you in the corner.
Okay, I might have to start locking in.
All right, yeah, we can mostly talk after if you want. You can.
Yeah, sure.
I got no problem with that. I'll be just making my noises, but you ignore that. The mirrors are amazing to watch. Yeah, they're great, man. The character's just so fun, so stupid, so goofy, and like I think pretty good now too. But you know, he's got everything. What more could you want? Oh, what the fuck was that? The frame kill with light headbutt into some evil shit. I don't know what happened there, but I don't think I like it. That's fair.
I didn't have headbutt cooldown. That was actually like not a bad gamble because my cooldown was not up. Nice match.
I don't think I know a kill here.
There is no kill here.
Yeah, too much health, man. 18,000. Ah!
Oh my god, you're actually so right. You're actually so right.
I got so scared. I was like, I gotta do something. I can't. Doing nothing against the
I was actually waiting for like a BC. I'll do it too.
I've held forward skill without a DP coming out one too many times, and I'll be a little upset at the input reader. Listen, I'm not doubting your lived experience. I'm just saying, perhaps there's some could be some misattributions sometimes.
Yeah, I'll talk about my experience with like misinputs and stuff and how I like fixed all of them.
That's a good YouTube clickbait title right there, brother.
That is, yeah.
Fuselet started playing Grant. I haven't seen that. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, he's been grinding in that.
Been playing? Okay, that's cool.
He's back. I think he wants to go to Frosties this year, so.
Oh, that makes sense.
And there's no better time to do it than now if you're playing Voss.
Oh my god, yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yep.
I hold you out.
Ooh.
Dude. No!
No, confirms! Oh, dude. That's tough. I was told holding normal and doing the direction plus skill is more consistent for getting it off frame 1. Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta think about the button you press, like, when you do, like, a skill button, the button you press isn't what gives you the input, it's actually the skill button. The button you're holding down is the modifier. So think of it like Sandalphon. Nice.
Yeah, like getting the Sandalphon elements, yeah. Oh, I tried to jump over it, but I waited too long.
You were a bit ambitious. That run at me.
Oh. Sometimes you're inputting a Kara cancel. Curious.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to go for the double. That's true. I like to go when I SPD once. The odds a second SPD are coming is definitely higher than 50-50.
The rule of thirds.
Isn't that for fucking photography or some shit?
Maybe. But it's for grapplers now.
That's fair. I fuck with it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I thought it would work.
Okay, still nice. Good
Nice in
match.
theory. In practice, some of these things happen.
That'd be cool if it did. Oh, nice.
Trying to bait out that reactive play a little more.
I definitely. Oh.
Oh no, my confirms are ass. He doesn't have those.
This is scary.
Oh no. Oh, okay, you missed it.
No. Fuck.
Oh, that is the scariest thing you've done so far, man. That's crazy. That's fucked up. There are times I've done valid simple inputs for supers and not gotten it, and I say that having checked the inputs. So I'm not saying the input reader is never gonna do anything wrong, I'm saying I don't think it's necessarily as big of a problem as cited oftentimes. Is my instinct, my hunch. Oh shit, nice.
Good
Oh,
match.
doesn't work. I need Faro. Yeah, yeah.
Get ready, hon. Let's rumble.
Bonk, bonk.
Hey now. Out of my airspace.
Oh. Oh, that was so good.
My god. I'm evolving.
Yes, sir.
I do definitely feel like my Ladiva, like, I feel myself, like, getting better, certainly, the more I play
I
this
definitely
character.
like. I will admit and say I'm a fake fan. I haven't like been
No, that's
watching all
totally
the
fine,
time
yeah.
lately, but
That's totally
every time I come back, I feel like you're doing like a lot better. Especially like I still remember like those like Ladiva to Masters like 10,000 views. Oh shit, that's a cool conversion.
I think playing a lot of the cast has helped, unironically, too. Getting a bunch
Absolutely,
of
I think
different
that
characters
is
to master and shit. You just learn different skill sets. Oh! What am I doing?
Uh-oh.
It's
That
a
was definitely
conversion.
supposed to be ultimate lariat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, you know, I'm like, I want to go forward. You hit the forward button, and then bad things happen from there. Ah! I've lost too many rounds getting 236U instead of super to think it's a negligible issue. I mean, yeah, I'm saying, are you sure maybe you did, maybe the order you hit the S and the U matters too, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Gab has apparently got the secret sauce, so we'll talk about it after the first attempt. Oh. Very fair. Is that better
This is my,
than
like-
you off a crouching hit?
No, but this is just my like easy like tournament combo
That's
close
fair.
heavy like
I
oh
thought
nice.
I think I want to save the meter here. Oh, nice. Wait, 18,000 health. We live this?
I definitely did that because I thought you were gonna SSBA.
I was considering it. I just didn't react.
Believe in victory.
I've checked the inputs. They came out on the same frame.
Engage. Feel the love. Over here. Oh my. What?
Oh
How do
shit.
you like it, man?
Oh!
That's such a silly jump.
I can't even be mad, dude, because that's like have I shown you my like Ladiva jump in pyramid? Oh shit.
The Diva
the-
jump in pier? What does that mean? No, I don't think
I'll,
you have.
I'll show you after.
Interesting. I am curious. Oh, it's a reach! Fuck. It's not scouting the distance proper. Uh-oh. They buffed the range. They didn't buff it that much. Yep. My meter, man. I needed that to make this comeback. Well, I mean, now it's a comeback. It wasn't a comeback before.
All right, bro.
I just want out of here, man. Is that so wrong? I just want out of here.
That's fair. That no. I mean,
I just want to escape. I'm scared.
you're all human.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that time I got it.
Got start. Jumping after Ladiva blocks my brave counter. Oh, this brave counter too late. Let's go. Bonk. These confirms our ass. Wait, they didn't whiff on. I thought it would whiff on. Also, I meant to cancel with the headbutt. I'm surprised they didn't whiff. I guess it doesn't whiff on crouchers up close.
Oh shit, I'm bad.
Nice.
Oh.
Well done. Well caught. Is counter at close age 5U the optimal instead of close age? No. I mean, definitely
No.
on a standing opponent, especially.
I the optimal off of counter like the close eight it requires like some crazy delay. Like I shouldn't say crazy delays. It just
Delay a
requires
raging
delay.
strike, delay headbutts. You're talking about the one you go into a 6-6H after and then...
Yeah, 6-6H close heavy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that one is great. I like it. It's a super cool optimal. Not as cool as our old one, but it is a cool optimal. It does more damage. It's like 1,000 or 2,000 more damage, but the amount of times I'm gonna drop it is like doesn't really.
Whew. It feels like your 2M's bigger than mine.
You gotta make that wall bounce even not in the corner.
Even on regular hit. Full conversions.
Nice jump.
You've been beating my ass on that the whole set. I had to do something about it eventually.
That was good. Oh, you got my ass. Am I dead?
No.
One more.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
preemptive
I
brave
got,
counter.
I got
feel you.
brain destroyed.
I'll be doing that shit
Like
too.
I said, we're all human.
Did you feel my love?
Ah! Ah!
Oh, that was a little slop. It's good. Tubby said I started doing TK Thunder after my BC's block, specifically against Gaba. Yeah, no, I mean, and I like that a lot more because I'd rather people like RPS around block BCs, so I can like kind of play that game. It's really fun. Oh,
That's not. That was supposed to be you, Larry. That was supposed.
Yeah, that should happen to me too.
I fucked it. There you go. That is
Nice, good confirm.
You take those every now and then. Oh,
Shit.
rest in peace, Panini.
Yo,
You gotta be
not
so
the
funny.
not the fucking glitter of the BC. I might be dead. You did the 720.
I said yeah. You 720. You're dead here, right? Even
I'm
Ladiva.
so
Okay.
fucked.
Okay. Yo, yeah. Like just the reaction of the opponent when they see the Ladiva 720 and they didn't beat it. People are going like, man, it's the best move in the game, I think, in terms of this pure fun factor.
Wow, I was mashing.
I'm 5U strongest soldier, man. I'm like, I think of all the Ladivas, I believe in it the most.
I had a very long car ride back from Boston with Uber Cheesecake, and he is also like a 5U Crusader.
It's not good, but like you can use it, and like it does. You know, it works. It works. Mental stack or some shit, probably. Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think actually, I don't know if you have to roll there. Your SSBA might have just been able to reach.
It's a little smaller than backdash, I thought, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like stepped forward for a second too,
Oh,
or like
fuck,
I whiffed far medium, and far medium like Ladiva far medium like moves her forward like a tad.
Yeah. She's.
So I feel like that might have put me in range, but I don't know.
No, probably. Yeah, probably. I didn't notice in time.
Nice.
Get ready, hun.
There.
Oh fuck, I'm bad.
Nice.
I was ready. I was ready. Ugh.
I did it one too many times. Ow. 2H. What? I'm sorry. That's a setup.
It's not a setup.
It's a
It's
frame
just
kill?
a lot of people panic on 2H, and I find it easier to like guarantee a BC off that.
Interesting.
And it is like technically like a frame trap or whatever, or whatever. Like it can get
2H
people.
into headbutt. You saying?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
canceling it off that. People aren't usually ready to.
Oh, that's.
The anti-air far medium.
Yeah. That's the way it be sometimes. Oh. Let's go. Actually,
yeah.
anti-air conversions.
Anti-air conversion. Oh shit.
You know.
Okay. I just waited for a second. I was like, you know what? I'll eat an SSBA or a grab here. I don't mind. I have so much health.
The health lead, yeah, you get to just do be a lot more patient. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting a bit greedy there.
He's trying to kill me, mom.
Nice. Shit.
Horrible conversion. Oh, horrible conversion. But, you know, decent idea on the 2U at least.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, I fuck with this move heavy, I think.
Yeah, me too. I love it so much. Because especially when people block it, they think it's like punishable on block or that they can take their turn back, but usually it ends up them like whiffing a button. And if you're really good at whiff punishing, you can do 6-6H if you're at like a good range, and it kind of puts you right in the perfect range to like move back and forth, bait out a button in neutral.
Kind of spacing trap with it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh shit. Actually, I might be okay with this.
Yeah, not my favorite expenditure of a BP, but I just kind of wanted to get you in the funny mirror zone, where you're in the corner.
Oh. Here's how Gabagool can still win. Never mind.
Just keep it simple, man. Why fuck with
Yeah.
it? Why fuck with it? Just kill him. I want 5U to work so bad, but I also use Lucy TP as a mix-up. I'm a little silly. I mean, honestly, Tessera is like... It's kind of... It's almost as bad. It's like 37 frames from full screen type shit. Like, you are playing with fire a little bit, certainly. Oh, I should just mash after that, really.
Nice.
Bonk, bonk. We love a little coast to coast.
So awesome. Oy! I'm dead. I'm not dead. But...
It'd be nice if you were. You're not like in good shape.
Okay, I jumped because I thought you'd do it too.
Yeah, I'm not built like you. I'm not fit to take those risks. I should though. I probably should do it more often. Something different about Vera's 5U, because not only is it very reactable, it doesn't even do that much damage. Okay, but I mean, it does get you... It jumps the character up like 30 spots in the tier lists. Like, the reward on hitting it is still real nice, for sure.
Nice conversion. Yeah. Also, you gotta remember the 5U, like, the animation of it looks a lot like Vera's just dash.
Oh yeah, it's certainly less reactable than, like, Ladiva 5U or some shit, for sure.
Shit. I crushed my fucking...
Oh, I'm bad. Oh, right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ladiva Inc.
Best day ever. Oh!
What a funny button, man. What else can I do the funny? I didn't have the close H. I didn't have the close H.
Whatever.
I didn't have the confidence.
You did what you could.
I would have killed if I got the good one too, man.
Nice. Yeah.
Turns out Mr. Streamer kind of nice at the video game. I'm doing my best, man. I've been trying to
I'm
trying to work on this Ladiva.
Yeah. Let me lock in proper.
Okay. Shit.
Empty jump SPD.
Yeah, immediately. Let me lock in. Empty jump. Fucking HSPD. See, that's a moment where I probably should just light headbutt into the 50-50 again, but spend resource a little too freely, I think. Let's see. Oh, nice.
My god.
Sure. Oh, very fair.
Anti-air SPD. More likely than you think.
Yeah. I tried to do the funny.
Ooh, that was scary. I was on one. That would have been a 10,000 damage. Or
yeah. You weren't dead. You're Ladiva, but it was close. It was closer than you'd want it to be, certainly. Oh, interesting. The 6XL out of it.
Oh, nice. That was so good. Oh, I'm bad.
I wanted the funny. No funnies for me. No jokes allowed. No jokes allowed. I see you. Slight problem there.
Oh, shit.
Heavens! Oh fuck. Yeah. Maybe don't hit Larry on a pre-crouched opponent. Just guess better for real.
It is a just guess better sometimes. Like you can play around some neutral habits, but corner escape with 6XM, real as fuck, dude.
You know, sometimes the bad option is the good option. As long as
I'll catch you later, Belfoy, dude. You're my goat. Good job at the.
Oh yeah, congrats on the local win, yeah.
That's awesome. Nice.
I was gonna say, like, Belfoy's pretty good. I mean, but like, also, I just don't know. That's Sora's Ladiva matchup. I was gonna say now get one with Gaba at the local, but like, that Sora's Ladiva matchup is something else, I think.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
You don't think that? Oh.
No, I definitely agree, but I feel like there's a lot of room to like play that matchup like better, and I've had Sora's just give me trouble. But...
Oh, 6XL'd into it! Oh, shit.
Oh, no, 10,000 damage.
You know what I was looking out for? I was looking out for the 2U. So anything, I saw you do anything, I'm like, haha, whiff 2U. It's my turn. It was not my turn. Oh, no confirms. You need to far L that shit. Oh!
Oh, nice backdash.
Oh, no confirms. But no confirms!
Backdash.
That's tough. That's tough. I got clipped? I mean, listen. Listen.
Happens to the best, man.
Oh, and headbutt. Interesting.
Nice.
Oh, too early.
Oh.
Yeah,
Too early.
Had to, she probably should just MSPD there, honestly.
Nice. Ah, shit.
No spot dodge. He's ass. Oh, nice.
Okay, finally. No
Actually
fucking
got it.
jam.
Yeah. No memes allowed. What the? The triple lariat combo just for the funnies?
Bad. Oh shit. Yeah! Whoa! I gotta chill.
True combo. Oh, nice. Oh god, too early. Oh, yeah.
I'm bad. I'm ass.
That's should be me dead. Actually.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that's 10.
Technical input linked, yeah.
Good. Yeah, good game. Honestly, 10-6?
No, you did great. You did
That's
great.
better than
You
I
did
thought.
great.
That's better than I thought. I got one game at the beginning, and I was like, whew. Okay, not 10-0.
Nah, you were cooking for sure.
We got there. What's going on, Ice Shield? Hello. Yeah, man. Good games. That
Good
mirror,
game,
it's a
GG.
goofy ass mirror, man.
It is a goofy ass mirror, and I mean, I've grown to like find a little bit of skill expression in it.
No, there definitely is.
But it does feel like a 4-4 sometimes.
I think a lot, basically like all the skill expression revolves around the neutral, right?
Yeah, it's the neutral and also just being able like neutral and like RPS and like understanding how to bait your opponent in not just in neutral but also like
offense.
Because Ladiva's defensive. Ladiva's defensive. Like I did a very bad job at. I mean, I did it a little bit and I should have done it more. I guess we were yapping a little bit, but the like when you were doing like 2L, like I don't know if you were fuzzy mashing or if you're. I mean, it looked like a fuzzy mash. It definitely caught like delay timings. So working on like catching on to that timing and calling it out. Of course, in a first to 10, it becomes easier. But in a short first to 2 tournament set, to be able to like clue into that and figure it out faster is definitely like an aspect.
Yeah. No, I'm like always. It's actually I think at this point it's a bad habit. I'm always fuzzy mashing with 2L. I think it works a lot as a layer 1, but like people can really start murdering me for it if they get the timing.
Absolutely. No, I agree. And I think cycling your fuzzy mash options, also like learning to fuzzy mash with light SPD, it's hard because you have to go back to neutral. It's not like a
and it doesn't tech throws, man. It doesn't tech throws.
Yeah.
I've tried.
It does not tech throws.
I wish.
I wish to.
I guess if you fuzzy mash with like 360L, but like nuts.
That's good. I mean, that's what pop players do.
Yeah, because I mean, in that like then you would tech the throw, right? You would actually. That's.
I'm saving that shit for naturals, or for nationals, but I'm working on.
Yeah.
I'm working on something. We'll see if I can get it consistent. Anyway,
all right, I'm not gonna blow up your spot. But yeah, so yeah, basically, I wanted to like now first 10 was over. That was fun. I did better than I thought I did. You're the GOAT as always. You beat my ass. So I want to talk about a bunch of different shit. I know you said you needed to go in like an hour. So I think
we have an hour. I think that hour is gonna be more than okay.
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, right? I know you want to talk about the input reader and stuff too, but like first, Ladiva, right? What are your thoughts on Ladiva? How because I've seen like mixed opinions on. I think everyone agrees Ladiva's better now. But I've also seen some people saying like he still has fundamental issues within like just the way the neutral gets played and stuff like that. Like he's still like a bottom tier character. Some people saying this character's broke now. Why the fuck did they give her 5-frame SPD?
Yeah.
I wanted to get your input on it. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me that, and my opinions definitely shifted. When the changes came out, I was like hype. I was like, Ladiva's broken, woo! But like in reality, I was like, this character still like is the grappler and a game with like 3 BCs, and it still kind of sucks. Command grabs are good, 5-frame is nice, but also like there are ways to play around it, and other top players that I was fighting picked up on like how to play around it fast. It very much becomes like something like you could think about it like Voss EX command grab, where in a zone in the perfect world that shit is reactable every single time, but you cycle it right, you represent it right, and you build the neutral, the mental stack. It's still gonna like
it's gonna
get people. And I think like Abari SPDs and stuff is on that point. It lets her like more consistently punish things by like doing roll fireball, which I think generally always happen, but there were some windows where I'd like roll a fireball, do light SPD before, and someone who was really ready would be like mashing DP or mashing backdash, and that kind of stuff coming up less gives her a lot of consistency that I like against Shoto matchups and even some zoner stuff.
How good do you think the 5-frame SPD is as a defensive option? Like in terms of like
I
interrupting
love it.
6XL
I
pressure, stuff like
love
that.
it. I think so. On one hand, I think it's amazing, but on the other hand, it feels more like Arxis being like, "Look, you gotta realize that," or actually, Arxis side games being like, "This is a grappler. Like, you shouldn't be going up close, spamming 6XLs, and putting yourself in this character's effective range."
Right.
And I'm gonna show it to you by making her raw SSBA reversal do more damage, give her a 5 frame, and all these kinds of things. Like,
Yes.
you should be playing slow against this character.
So you're
I
saying
think
it's
my
just
like
incentivized more people to like play into our weaknesses a little bit?
yeah, my one like frame summary of Ladiva right now, and by my like downplay standards, this is a big step for me to say this publicly, but I think Ladiva is probably like the best mid tier with the most volatile matchups, right?
Okay, that's you.
I think
You called me Mr. Comedy for putting her in like low mid tier last patch, which I mean obviously she's a
yeah,
lot better now, but
yeah. Again, like
that's
I said,
huge.
like
That's huge.
I think she's an excellent mid tier, but still extremely volatile because you gotta understand that even though it's not necessarily counter hit, an SPD is like about as minus as a ultimate DP on whiff, right? Like you are taking you are still taking a risk by doing that, right? Obviously, you know, people who like super jump backwards won't be able to punish it every time and things like that, but you know, Ladiva still, she has an okayer time in these zoner matchups. The headbutt change was nice, but again, really only works well against Shotos. And even then, I feel like some Shotos with like a very strong box game, with harder to with punish normals than usual. I'm gonna say Percival, not just because I got my shit rocked by Tega at Boston. There are other reasons behind that, but I think like she still has trouble. And when I say volatile, I don't just mean matchups in terms of like characters. That's true too. I still think like she's a strong character with like some of the truly the worst matchups in the game.
Right.
But also players who know how to be confident, who have experience fighting grapplers, and who aren't like scared to like who won't just freeze up in the eyes of a grappler, will always, regardless of character, Vikala, this, that, whatever, will always give you trouble. And that's good. I mean, that's a fundamental fact of grapplers, and I like that a lot because you know, then you really have to break through the mind game, and it's not just like I'm not just like losing button to button against, you know, someone. So that's my kind of perspective where I don't have a tier list, and I can't place her on a tier list. I just think her matchups are so like different compared to like I have see like winning. I like my tier list. I stopped making tier lists.
Right.
I made like a quadrant, and I'm gonna DM this to you.
I think it's have I seen this the one where it's like easy matchup, bad matchup, but like hard to play, easy to play,
hard to navigate, easy to navigate.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, by all means, I'll put this up on the screen because I saw this. It's an interesting way to talk about matchups for sure. In terms of not just like, oh, it's good or bad. It's like, oh well, you know, it's good and it's easy to play, so it's free.
Yeah.
Versus, I think I saw you like there's like a 1.0 version of this that you made a long time ago that was like requires specific counterplay or like
and that's still kind of true, but I was mostly talking about and back then it was more like knowing what you can light SPD, knowing what like ultimate DPs are beatable with headbutts and how to set that up, knowing what moves you can whiff punish with Lariat. Like those are the kind of specific counterplays I'm talking about.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the big thing. So yeah, I mean that's my job. I'm happy with Ladiva. Huh?
You sent me
that.
Oh
yeah,
list.
let me send it.
I want to take a look at it.
And this is very preliminary. This is very preliminary. I don't want this to be taken out of like context. It's all Gabagool list drops all of a sudden, and everyone's like, "What? How the fuck do you put this character here?"
So you think? Like, so you think her worst matchups are Fairy and Matera, right? That sounds reasonable.
I feel like Fairy Matera. Me personally, I would fight 10 fairies and Materas before I fight a single Beelzebub. But I do think like
more of like
objectively, it is of course the zoner grappler matchup you get in once, etc., etc. But like against a good,
I feel like zoner. Fairy feels worse even though Matera is better. Is that? I feel like I have because like you know what anti-zoning tools Ladiva does have by and large are anti-projectile tools.
Yeah,
so it's at least something.
I don't like Fairy as much, but also if you're cracked at the game and you know how to do it right, you can whiff punishing Fairy's normals like the far heavy and the far M and even the 2M. The window you get to do that happens a lot more often, and the
Okay.
reward is a lot better because you get an ultimate lariat starter. You headbutt through a Matera projectile, it's like, all right, I'm
That's a good
like
point, actually.
two out of 10 steps closer to maybe being able to use my super against a projectile, and that's my window to get in.
Yeah.
Right? The Matera kind of has to fuck up pretty royally by doing like a uncovered rain of arrows, and then you have
Yeah.
to
You
capitalize on that.
lariat or
So
something.
that's why I kind of put them similar together. I just think it's a little harder to navigate versus Fairy. Like exactly what you were saying. It's a little harder to navigate versus Fairy because you have to be on point with whiff punishes. You have to like understand which is she gonna do, because Ladiva, that's the thing. Ladiva doesn't have the one button to whiff punish everything,
Mhm.
where a 2M won't whiff punish a whiffed far M, but it will, will whiff punish a whiff 2M
Yes.
from Fairy. But and then you flip that around where like a far light won't do that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
2U is kind of filling that void where you can low key like
It
2U to
crushes
whiff punish
like
a lot.
almost everything too.
It crushes
which
and
is
it
nice.
has a decent like, it has like a decent like like a higher thick hitbox, so that's cool.
Big agree
Seahawks
on
losing
the.
question mark.
Oh yes, I mean Seahawks. We've talked about. I was gonna say big agree on like Catalina, Jita, Grand, like just like
Yep.
buttons,
These are Shoto
button
matchups,
Shotos
yeah.
being tough. Yeah. Seahawks. I was interested about Seahawks because he
I
why?
like okay. I think Seahawks is losing. I think Seahawks is losing just because that character's speed. If a Seahawks player knows how to utilize it, the health difference isn't going to matter so much because you will be put into the strike throw blender, and your reversal can get throw baited, and can, like if you're talking about SBA and SSBA, and your ultimate headbutt can be thrown.
Right.
You don't really have projectiles to headbutt. There's a lot of things where Seahawks does like the backdash off the EX Rekka. Technically it's not punishable, but we have to take a risk by doing ultimate layer if we want our window in, and then that's a risk there.
Right.
I do think it's losing. It's not as losing as I think obviously Seahawks health whatever, but I think Seahawks players who are good and on my same level know how to move around the screen in a way that baits any option in neutral, and it's not even a play perfectly matchup because of the nature of BCs and stuff. I think
you would say like I think why people might be confused is that like you think like rush down he runs into the grappler's effective range and dies, but you're saying Seahawks can like weave kind of in and out of that very effectively.
Yeah, you don't need like a giga brain to do that. You just need to be conscious of your speed, understand your you do have to I will say, reason I put it in easy to navigate is, of course, one thing is the health. Sometimes you can just like fall down the stairs and just land on top of Seahawks and win. But also, the onus is up to the Seahawks to play good in neutral and know what's up. And once that is understood by the Seahawks, then the matchup becomes difficult. But
Gotcha.
the privilege lies on the Seahawks, or the privilege lies on you for the Seahawks to know what's up. Right?
Yeah, people Midnight asking about Vayne. His shield does not stop Ladiva's lariat if the strike part hasn't come out of it yet, but it could still. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Gasha was also asking. It is saying Vayne's very slightly losing, I think, but mostly.
Yeah, I think especially the change on the energy wave destruction, whatever, makes it very, very difficult to whiff punish with ultimate lariat. Because if you remember last patch, like Vayne could whiff, like your way in to win that matchup was Vayne whiffs the thing, whatever. And then you go in.
Right.
UL should be similar, yes. I've been like gaslit by every Ladiva into thinking that matchup is actually winning for Ladiva. I personally don't agree. Maybe there's something I don't see. Even Japanese Ladivas believe in it, but I think again, UL has like the best buttons in the game to contest against Ladiva. She has ways to conduct pressure that doesn't open her up to being light SPD necessarily, and she's a character with 2 reversals in a game where you have 1 button reversals and fuzzy mashing them or whatever, and our option to call out the backflip, which is ultimate lariat. If you're even a little late and the UL does either parry or in the worst case scenario does the low, it will go underneath the ultimate lariat. I think UL sucks, but I understand why people believe it. I really just don't think it's hard. Like, you got to find a UL that is really your skill level. I think, again, we're assuming this is like, we're kind of building it for like an ideal world where these two players are on the same skill level. I really think UL has a lot a lot more than people think in that matchup, and I think UL players need to take advantage of their buttons. Like, I'm not calling out anyone in specific, but so many ULs literally just play the game with special moves instead of like, doing 6-6Ms and this kind of stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah, anyways, like I'm granting about it, but I think yeah.
That's crazy. I would have thought Seahawks and UL be in similar places. I mean, Seahawks is just. I mean, okay, we can talk about this. Seahawks is just like 100 times better than UL. I think. Like like if they both do the
Yeah.
same thing, right? Like
I think Seahawks is just a better character than UL.
He's just gonna
That
stat
might
gap
be-
her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah,
But yeah.
that's my thing.
That's fair. That's. I mean, this seems like. This seems like reasonable overall, right? But I mean, so would you then say, I mean, a character with this many matchups that are losing, like, is this even a mid tier? That's kind of where I guess the question, pops
Yeah,
in.
that's why I said it's like, that's why I said it's like she's like a good mid tier just because command grabs are so good in this game. You can't BC a command grab,
Right.
And blah 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 blah. So what was I gonna say? So, yeah, but again, volatile matchups. It happens in this game, right? But you can always just like be better than the other person and win, or the other person can just freeze up against grapplers and you kind of have like a cakewalk, right? Ladiva has a lot of good scramble options, and again, that's all part of the volatility.
Right.
But I think that what makes her a mid tier, and I would argue competing with Ladiva, still definitely like on the lower end of the tier when you have people who are like prepared for this kind of volatility and know how to play it safe and smart, right?
Mhm.
That's like a different discussion to have.
Yeah.
I think just in the we're looking at Granblue as a game with its current like population base where you have a lot of people who are like just kind of playing the game for fun, right? This is a scary character, and I think that like facilitates a good way to like put her in mid tier. And if you can translate that like kind of overall scariness into a bracket setting, then you're doing good. But again, you can't rely on that, which is why I think she's lower tier when it comes to competitions and stuff.
So you think, because yeah, like a lot of times when I think about how, what I think of the strength of the character, usually you want to try and think about that in terms of like stronger players, as best as you can conceptualize it, like from your own perspective. So like you're saying, if we're talking about, Arc World Tour or some shit like that, you think Ladiva probably drops down a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think we look at the one time that we had a Ladiva in the Arc World Tour,
right?
Which was with Gobo.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, the reason why he qualified to the LCQ, he was there for Strive anyways. But the guy he was fighting, and no shade to him if this somehow reaches him, but the guy he was fighting did not know that Seahawks BNB dropped on Ladiva because of weight class. And it literally, like, he was getting fucking mauled the whole time, but a combo would drop and then Gobo would, like, get the comeback. And Gobo, like, again, he is just him. Like, he is a talented, like, insanely accomplished fighting game player, and he still had to struggle against, like, a guy who, like, didn't even know about weight classes.
Yeah.
So, you think about it that way, and then of course the actual thing happened. He just instantly went 0-2 in like the group stages to like the fucking god of destruction near, and then whatever.
I see what you mean. It's definitely, I think it's in like inherent, like the volatility inherent in her game plan. I say the same thing about Abel all of the time too, where it's like even if Abel like got a lot better or something like that, he's just like, for competing for a tournament setting where like you have to win, if you want to like win a tournament, you got to win like 14 sets before you lose 2. The fact that like sometimes your character is just you're just gonna come and grab and they're going to guess right and you're going to die for it, can kind of bring it down a little bit. I think that's a very fair perspective.
Yeah, and that's why like my current Ladiva playstyle is really built around that. Like it's cost me games. I can remember very clearly. It's cost me games where there are times like where it's like, I should have started jumping and doing stupid stuff and I probably would have won, but I know that that's not that's not a sustainable method, right? It could get me a top 8, it could like get me a 9th or whatever, but if I really want to compete in fighting games in general, building up those fundamentals are so important, and doing it on a character like the Diva, not always the most sustainable game plan if you just want to win games. Yeah. That's again, this is all playing into this volatility discussion.
It's very fair. I've heard people talk about, like Gaba's Ladiva just like down backs and waits to whiff punish with 2M, and it really throws them off compared to like a lot of how a lot of other Ladivas play, and that makes sense with what you're saying.
It's
Also,
funny where you
hello,
just
coffee.
sit there and watch people in the corner, and they will just do something. One thing, like a good friend of mine told me about, like the corner, and this is a guy who he just won. He just won Blaze Blue at Boston Blue Bee, but
Oh
he
shit,
was
nice.
telling me this in the concept in the conquest in the context of Blaze Blue, but it's true. That like whatever someone does in the corner to like get out of the corner, that you don't think about that as like them like winning and that you have to be scared of that. That's like them trying to survive. The worst case you do if you just sit there is if someone runs up and you have to start blocking their buttons. Right? Every other option you should be ready for especially if they jump. Like you sit there and you try and you catch like a jumpy opponent and you think that they're gonna like jump out of the corner. That's like casino ding 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 ding.
Yes,
You're like, all right, I just sit there, I'm gonna watch
especially.
you. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna watch you, and you're gonna jump out the corner because I'm just sitting there, standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
And other characters do this too. Like you look at the way some play. So and then cycling that like play style with like going up and like starting to do command grabs, very important.
Yeah.
But anyways,
not really kind of relevant to what you're saying, but the highest damage combo I found on Ladiva actually isn't the new like optimal. It's an anti-air close H. You know that? Anti-air counter hit close
really?
H. You get something like you get almost I think like 16-8 or something like that on no brave points. It's like almost 12k.
Awesome. I'll have to look into that. But
like,
yeah, no, you're
jumping out of the corner. Jumping out of the corner is a really really bad idea in Grand Blue. I mean, if you catch them. Many characters. If they have your back to the wall and that anti-air combo, you go straight to hell.
Absolutely, yeah.
Also, Midnight in the YouTube chat saying what makes the potato such a good matchup for Ladiva. I mean, you can certainly weigh on this Gaba, but like in a simple manner, if we're saying that Seox is rushdown character who like supposedly plays into Ladiva's win condition, but then like he can weave in and out very well. To me, Charlotta is just that without the weaving in and out very well part. She just runs up to Ladiva and dies a lot of the time. Also, Lazy, thanks for the raid, man. What's going on?
And then we're talking about anti-air combos. Oof. Like, Charlotta's flip is like the easiest thing for Ladiva to deal with. If you block the low, you RPS light SPD. You get a crazy 2H combo that takes her corner from corner.
Yep.
The ball is like, oh no, I'm like in Ladiva's face, like yippee. And then
I wanted to ask you. Okay, so I don't think this Charlotta character is very good at all. Is that me? That everyone tells me I'm downplaying, and like Zerom just won, or not just won at this point. But, like Zerom keeps beating people's ass. He won CEO, I think it was, right?
Yeah, it was a combo breaker. Yeah.
Oh yeah, combo breaker. Sorry, yeah, that's what it was. Everyone keeps telling me that that Charlotta is good. I don't see it. What are your thoughts?
Charlotta. I think. Well, okay. First of all, Zerom is a person who has been playing Charlotta since Vanilla came out.
Yeah. No,
okay?
I think Zerom is just. Like the actual mind gob. I saw him. I think he was fighting. I was at Column Breaker. He was fighting Riazo, I think, and he did Charlotta light DP in Riazo's face. He did light DP. Riazo blocked it. It was minus. He didn't take his turn back. He did light DP again. Riazo blocked it. Didn't do anything. He did light DP again. Riazo blocked it. Didn't do anything. Oh, sorry. No. On the third one, he took his turn back. He did heavy DP and killed him. And I'm like, that's not. Oh my God, Charlotta is so broken. That's like Zerom has colonized this man's brain. This like very very strong player. He's colonized his brain and made him look like he's never picked up the sticks before.
You can say that. Also, Charlotta's light DP is a little bullshit, but
no,
I mean that's the thing. Like the characters in this game have bullshit factors, and Charlotta's aren't that bad. But also, it's like if your bullshit factor is a DP. Or I shouldn't say a DP. It's light DP is insane.
It's a good move.
I agree.
It's a good move.
It's a very good move. It's a great anti-air, like combos and shit. And
but also, it's like -4. Like there's a reason he didn't take his turn back after those, right? It's you just kind of
gotta yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. So that's kind of my general thoughts on Charlotta. I mean, Zerom beat me in the fucking team tournament. I got gapped. Like what can I say? Like. That's it's again it's a navigatable matchup. I don't think in this game with 3 BCs everyone has a DP. No matchup is like the unwinnable like you see in like the old fighting games.
Yeah.
So
what do you think is the worst matchup in the game before we move on from kind of matchup talk? Just like not even Ladiva. Just if you what do you think is? I mean, does it belong to Ladiva? Does it not? What do you think is the single worst matchup in the game in this patch? And how bad?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean. It's probably like me personally I think it's Ladiva Bubs, but that's a me thing. I think in general I think it's probably like near something. Like I would say like maybe near Fairy might be that bad. I think
Near
Nier,
Fairy. Interesting.
maybe Nier Fairy. I think I'm told that Percival Matera is dog shit.
I assume
Nier
for
Lazy Rune says
Percival?
Nier Voss. Yeah, it's really bad for Percival.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
bad for Percival.
I could see
I
that.
think Nier Voss is probably really,
Oh
really,
God,
really
Nier
bad.
Voss actually, because I remember still back even back in the day when Nier was the god of destruction, like you said, which I love that. And like
Uh,
Voss Arago's a lot worse. Like that, she
uh,
beat him, but like that matchup was closer than it had any right to be.
yeah. I mean, again,
I can see it now.
I'm a near like no, I shouldn't say believer. That's a character that can just fucking nuke you from 50%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Like it's so and so. I do think Voss changes probably made it really really hard for Nier, and as a character that will just like snowball you over and over again. So yeah, this is probably like that. I think Eustace Lucilius is terrible.
For
Terrible for Eustace.
Eustace? Okay, I was gonna say, yeah.
Eustace, like again, this is I'm speaking off
Interesting.
of like what I hear Insurgent and stuff say in VCs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Eustace, like especially at a level where everyone understands the RPS, it is
Lucy's
just
hard to
unbelievable.
zone.
You have
In
to
general.
understand. Like I don't know if you remember, there was a Paragon thing. It was Castiel versus Insurgent in Grand Finals. Castiel just fucking milli rocked Insurgent in that first
Yeah.
reset, and then Insurgent was like, I haven't played the new Versusia. I don't care. Nothing can be worse than this, and literally just beat the shit out of Castiel
played
with like
Versusia,
a with like a 5-minute microwaved. Literally, I saw him be like, "Yo, let me take a break." I saw him start labbing combos in the training mode. I was like, "All right, whatever. Let's just fucking go."
Very good
Yeah,
odds
yeah,
that this
yeah.
person is incredibly
So
smart
yeah.
and attractive.
Also, Tubby, thanks for the 11 months. Feel like if you're wanting to know what the worst matchup is, it has to involve one of the worst characters. Part of a matchup is not just how bad it is when you're losing, but how winnable it is when you're winning. And for the worst characters in this game, even them hitting you isn't particularly scary. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, Vikala, sure, but like, I think Nier is definitely in that conversation for like worst characters in the game. And her hitting you, it actually goes a little crazy sometimes.
Again, Deathless Near, whatever. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah. I
Um,
mean, we can move on because I want there's some other
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, there
I
are other
wanna
questions,
talk about. So I mean, I know again, but before we'll talk about the inputs, but I guess in general too, how do you feel about the game right now, like kind of the state of the game, the balance of the game, things you would like to see? Whether I mean, maybe it's changes to Ladiva, maybe it's just like we gotta shoot flame carpet in the head, maybe whatever it is that, or people you want buffs for, people you want nerfs for, universal changes that you would like, anything really that you're interested in as far as what you might be looking at in future patches.
Question. I think let me start with just some Ladiva wishlist stuff.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think Ladiva, like when I said Ladiva got reworked, I was dooming like this, like they just fucked up our character. But then I was like, you know what? This character's been reworked a bunch. This is a great like launching point for the future of Ladiva.
Yeah.
And I think these changes really play into that. It feels good. I think some consistency things with Ladiva when it comes to combos, anti-air stuff. Please, I almost want to start like a hashtag or whatever, or rally everyone. Please give Ladiva some sort of taunt indicator. Make her fucking sparkle. Make her like start twerking when
You
she
mean
has
like
the
when
taunt.
she's got work the crowd up, like the buff? Or
yeah, when she has to work the crowd up, because if
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
make
yeah.
that a good, and I love it so much.
It's
I
so good
love
that it
how
stays forever,
It's
yeah,
so
until you,
awesome, and it's such a cool like dynamic thing, and the other person can play off that risk reward. But it doesn't mean shit if I don't remember or if I can't tell at a glance what's going on. Because yes, I can remember. I started doing the like light taunt just so she can take her mask off. I was almost gonna like
does
message
it
her
come
like
back on when like if she loses it?
when the round stats, yeah. Well, no, it doesn't come back on. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
the thing.
still have to remember, but you get like a one-time like reminder.
That's true.
I also, but there are also times where I will like press SPD in like as like a fuzzy thing, and I'll get hit, and I'm like, okay, did I get interrupted in my SPD? Did my
Right.
button not come out? I don't know if the taunt goes away.
That's a damn good point. It would be the easiest thing in the world to have like a little mask symbol right under the meter,
Yeah,
and it
I mean-
lights up when she's got the taunt buff or something like that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You're right. The changes that they
Even
get,
maybe-
'cause- yeah.
No, you're right. I think even making like the impact crater of the SPD like look a little bigger, like how when she does ultimate SPD,
It's got,
like,
like,
collapse, like maybe like take some of those graphics, slap them. I don't know. I almost want to like commission like a mod, even though that would be like hard to do because you have to go into the game's code. Like make something for the love of God.
Or yeah, fucking side games. Give it to us, please, in the villainous patch. Could happen.
Yeah.
No reason it couldn't.
Yeah. So that's
fair. That's one thing.
And then as far as the game goes, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Again, I think the characters are the closest they've been. I think Voss is a little stupid. I'm sorry, BSG, if you're somehow here to this. I think Voss is definitely a little stupid, and it's very much a character that reminds me of like these pick up and just bully people with like by pressing one button over and over, and hard to whiff punish stuff. There's counterplay for sure, and I think what's great about Voss being strong is that you have people actually learning Voss counterplay, but also sometimes it just doesn't matter. I think, does a lot of damage, gets access to the win con a bit too much. Some things like that are still like, they make me mad. So
do you think that like Voss is like, do you think he's like the best character in the game, or do you think the way that he's good is just a little too scrubby compared to?
I think the way that he's good is a little stupid. I don't think he's the best character in the game. I think, again, best characters in the game, in my opinion, is just like, it's like a pretty solid tie between a handful of characters, and I think having that is great. Yeah, and I think, again,
there's no Nier, right? I've been telling people this forever. There's no like launch Nier in the game right now.
And I don't know if you saw my, I don't know if you saw my tweet like after CEO top 16, but I took. I'll find the list, but I took like note of like everyone's characters in top 16 of CEO, and I noticed that there wasn't a single repeat character in all of top 16 at CEO.
That's awesome, man. Like I just playing the game a lot. I get the sense this game has like the balance is good, but like real like actual proof even at the competitive level like that is always just dope to see. Right?
It feels so good. So I sent you that list. So that's top 16 representation at CEO this year, and the list I'm sending is last year's top 16 representation.
Yeah, look at this, man. Right. So yeah, last year there was a Grimnir, a Seox, a Kag, a Matera, a Lowain, a Charlotta, and a Siegfried, 2 Narmayas, 2 Belials, and 5 Niers. And this year, not a single repeat, right? 16 unique characters. Definitely progress.
Characters feels really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it was very funny because the quote retweets I got on that, because that tweet reached the Japanese audience. The quote retweets I got from English speakers on Twitter was like, man, like, oh, Yule's not in this top 16. Clearly, this character fucking sucks. Or like, we gotta have the Grimnir, Vasaraga, Zeta, Ladiva, Matera, the character
agenda
discussion.
Pushing.
Yeah, and agenda pushing, and all the like Japanese tweets, not to be like thing Japan, but all the Japanese tweets, I think this is something truly wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. It warms my
game.
heart to see this, and I was like, that's the kind of attitude I want to see. So it was very funny to me to see that like. Difference.
Honestly, bro, I fuck with North America, right? Most of my viewers are from there, but like, every community I've interacted, like South America, Grand Blue, they're so cool. You know what I mean? Like everything I hear about, like Japan, Grand Blue, they're so dope. Like North America seems so mad. Like Europe seems pretty chill too. We just seem like we're so mad over here in North America, like all the time. You know what I mean? It's crazy compared to a lot of these other regions.
I agree, and it feels good. I really think it's nice, and
yeah, good.
Yeah. So and then last thing is just get rid of counter hit BC. Maybe.
So you think you want like BC minus on block and counter hit BC removed? Because I remember before they did that, that was the change I wanted. I was like, keep BC plus, make counter hit BC not knock down if you're gonna change one thing.
I think maybe you could if you make it knock down, like it's weird because it's like. It doesn't make things even. But if you make it knock down, don't let people get cross-up safe jumps out of the corner, because that's something that's truly uneven, right? I don't know how you do it, but just don't make cross-up safe jumps viable. If you want some sort of hard knockdown BC to give yourself some like breathing room and add like, maybe either make it push it back further or add a little bit more recovery.
I think pushing back further really is...
it's scary, right? Because you say that and then you're like, oh shit, Matera, right?
Yeah, or like exactly, or even like, because then it becomes like, the problem is you have to, if you want to make it so no one can do it, that means you have to make it so that, like even like Seox or like Beelzebub or something can't get their cross up if they get a hard knockdown BC, and at that point you're talking about pushing people to the other side of the screen. Then it's like, yeah, well, we just decided Matera's top 1 now in this patch.
Figure something out. I'm not a game developer, but Cygames really needs to fix that shit because it's still ugly as fuck, and I still think that shit is annoying.
That's fair. Very valid.
I don't know how you do it, but figure something out. Like fix that up. I think we're doing good. The cast is definitely getting closer and closer together. We already talked about that. I'd like to see these new characters pop up. I'm so excited to see what Wilness is up to, and getting
I
more
think it's gonna
unique
be so
designs
cool,
like
yeah.
that. Punishable on spot dodge. I'm glad you brought that up. Please don't do that, because you got to think. I'm glad you brought this up because I get to rant about this for a second.
Amazing.
Punishable on spot dodge. I don't discount anyone for thinking that that's a good idea, especially since I was a guy who was spot dodging BCs since from the game came out and SVDing people. It's interesting, but that is a hard read on offense. You got to think a spot dodge is counter hit recovery, and it's about as minus as a TP. Think about it in this way, where if you have people spot, it already looks kind of goofy, especially when someone doesn't like, you know, punish it. But if you have people running their offense and spot dodging in the middle of it, it's like the same thing as like running your offense and then I'm gonna just DP.
Yeah,
for
like
fun.
run up DP.
Right?
Yeah, it's very volatile.
It's not the exact same, but it looks ugly, and I don't think that would solve anything. And I think it's just bad. It's just that's like not a good way to do it. I understand the idea of like if you get a hard read, you should like, you know, maybe like later on in the game something, but first try and make it work. Not in that sense. Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't try and give that type of reward, insane reward for that type of behavior.
I also think, like, in many ways, the change of making it minus on block now has kind of, because you got the same, like, what you used to get on spot dodge, you just get on, like, close L, down back, like, OSing that shit now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
and I think if you tweak down counter hit BCs a little more, you will have, because the reason why people spot dodge isn't necessarily to bait BC, but it's because they don't want to get counter hit BC'd, and the buttons they are pressing would guarantee that they get counter hit BC'd, right? Like when you see, that's when, you know, people do it in the middle of their auto combos, right? So, you know,
I agree.
that's
I think
something.
removing the needs to spot dodge BC is more important than making BC spot dodge more rewarding.
I feel like that's a ripcord option. Like, if all else fails, and this mechanic is still stupid, like, yes, sure, maybe, but avoid it at all costs.
Okay.
Yeah, throws should be punishable, more punishable than whiff, but that's a thing. Anyways, let's keep firing through. We don't want to stay on topics too much.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, game's in a good spot. More so Ladiva quality. Like, so just before we move on, because I want to hear what you had to say about the inputs. Like, quality of life, like, just kind of the taunt indicator there. Like, that's, you think Ladiva, otherwise you're kind of chill with where she is. You don't want her changed mechanically in any way that's like meaningful, buffed or nerfed or anything like that. Probably not nerfed.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they do. I think we're in a pretty good spot, and the balance is obviously a little fickle, but I think they did a great job at making her like scary without like making her, you know, egregiously broken, which can always happen with grapplers. I think some small buffs here and there, quality of life things. I think making some confirms more consistent, making it so like you know, 2M EX headbutt always hits, or some sort of way to fix lariats so that we don't have to functionally like stand to confirm buttons would be nice. That's a nice like little skill cap or whatever. Sure. You know, do something like that. I would like to see comboing into 5U have a bit more use. I think that's a very cool change. If they made her like leap up a little bit and maybe you could like do it off of like 2 H's, I think that'd be neat. That would be a nice way to fix it. Maybe make that a little more thing, because also even now sometimes I've had like do counter close heavy and 5U still doesn't reach. It's a weird inconsistency, so fix that a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
last thing is do something to M headbutt. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do to it, but
just make it +3, man. Just make it +3. Is that really so?
Just make it +3. Make it a little less awkward. I like the idea of making it bounce, but it does nothing to make it bounce. Maybe change hitbox so it works better as like a neat anti-air.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is something. It still doesn't do. I've seen more Ladivas trying to use it actually recently. Like you know, you used it on me once in the first 10. I think J-Man hit me with it a couple of times when I ran into him on ranked. They're like trying to make it work.
Spacing out can make it nice, and it sometimes is a way to get a BC without necessarily getting counter hit. Right, like I feel like a lot of times, a lot of fidgety players will always like BC M headbutt because they see like the big reel back and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I blocked this infinite plus frames. When you're I'm actually in a losing position.
You think they can make Lariat hit crouchers with a combo from what you canceled from? Like in hit stun, Lariat doesn't whiff on crouchers kind of thing? I think that's not like unreasonable. That doesn't make it better in neutral or anything like that.
That would be pretty great. I think that's an excellent idea, and I fuck with that heavy actually. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but that is a really good idea.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to make Lariats hit people crouching in neutral because then it's just the move becomes broken. But yeah,
I think
like if they're
maybe only giving that property to EX Lariat would make sense because you kind of have to waste the cooldown for that. Light and medium should still like. I mean, you're not really doing that, and I think being able to like confirm no matter what into Light Lariat feels a little strong just in my head. So only letting that happen on EX, where like if you were to even get a hit after that, like, yeah, I mean, button EX Lariat, even if they're standing, doesn't really give you much unless it's the corner. So
Yes, yeah.
something like that would be nice. Oh, and last thing before we move on.
Yep, yep.
6XL Clash level 0, please. That button should never clash. That button
Oh, like
should never
you're saying universally 6XL is Clash level 0?
Clash level 0.
They
Don't let
clash
that
with
shit
2
fly.
L's and nothing else. Everything else should crush them. Type shit.
Yes.
Okay,
Please,
okay.
please make that shit Clash level 0. I don't know
That's an
why.
interesting change, actually. I haven't. I've heard people talking about how many different people are saying 6XL should be like minus on block and shit like that, which I think is just way too, like, fundamentally
Hold
shifting.
on. I'm gonna let you
change.
take away for a second. I just gotta run to the bathroom. But
Yeah. We'll talk about that 6XL suggestion, actually, because I've heard people say about, like, oh, it should be minus on block, it should be, like, removed from the video game, it should, like, people hate this fucking thing. And, like, generally, I think 6XL has been 6L minus on spot dodge. I mean, it is in a lot of cases, but I think generally 6XL has been nerfed a lot. It's still, like, every character's best move, pretty much. But I don't think I want it killed. But the idea of making it lose to basically any button that you might throw out in neutral, I actually do fuck with that. Because I wanted to, I think 6XL, I think I'm fine with how it works on offense. I would like it to be a little bit less dominating in neutral situations, right? So I was thinking maybe if we added even more recovery to it, right? Because if you guys remember, way back in the day, by way back in the day, I mean, like, was this like the Vayne patch? Like over a year ago or something like that now? They added 5 frames of recovery universally to 6XL, right? So if I 6XL right here, you see 15. I think this was 10 frames. It was a 20 frame animation total. This shit was essentially unwhiff punishable. So, you know, they added 5 frames of recovery to 6XL. I was thinking maybe they could like do more of that, you know? Go on to make it like 20 frames of recovery instead of 15, or even, you know, 25. Like, make it so it's really punishing if you whiff it.
I feel like it's a button that's good to like. I like a button that is like, you know, like everyone should get good at whiff punishing 6XLs.
Right.
I think like making it more is like a little.
That was an idea that I'd like consider. I mean, first off, selfishly, it really fucks with Ladiva being able to do like this if you add more recovery to it. You can't really 6XL after. But because the whole point of giving it more recovery is I want it to be like just worse, riskier, whatever to use in neutral. And if it lost to any button that you could throw out, like your far L would you know, counter hit crush 6XL. That's an interesting idea. I like that actually. I like that idea a lot.
So yeah, those are my main like.
Right, let's talk about the inputs, because I generally do want to, because you had it sounded like you had like a sermon you wanted to give, like what. So people complain about the input reader of this game a lot, right? Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, it's not the button I hit. Oh, the input reader sucks. I saw someone earlier, I think was it Besu or something, in my server talking about like is like top 7 requested changes for the game, and like number 2 was fix the input reader. So what's going on? Because anecdotally, I don't, most of the time that I fuck up an input, it feels like I fucked it up. Like when I go back, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this was unclean. You know, I didn't do my 720 properly. Like I wanted to do 623 and I got 236, but it's because I like left too big of a gap in between like the forward and the quarter circle forward or something like that. But that doesn't seem to be the sort of prevailing sentiment. What do you think about the input reader? Like, what's the deal with this shit?
Okay, so one, I will say that, first of all, I fixed a lot of my input problems. This only applies to stick users, but I replaced the lever in my fight stick with a newer one, and everything got so much better. Right. So much better. I didn't really notice it too much in Grand Blue, but in Blaze Blue, which is a game that has like a lot more like high execution stuff, I was like, things were just clicking so well. So think if you play on stick or even if you play on pad, think about your hardware first. You know, go to a friend's place, try their controller if they're like cracked at 1 frame links or whatever. Honestly, if your controllers wear out, there's planned obsolescence that exists. It sucks, and you know, it's a harder pill to swallow where it's like, fuck, I'm gonna have to spend like $80 on this new pad, right? But really, it could be your controller. I play Azrael it's not BB Tag, it's Central Fiction I play. No, I don't play Tag. in Central Fiction I play Azrael, which is a new angle for me, but I didn't really like Tager in CF. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. But yes, look at your hardware first of all. See, you know, is this controller right for me? Should I switch to hitbox or stick? Right? Things like that. Just think about it, right? Pads are notoriously kind of fucky. You know how it is. Another thing is, a lot of problems with people's inputs are, first of all, you're pressing them at the wrong times, right? Like, you're trying to do them out of pressure, and you won't realize that you're just mistiming them. You can look into the input reader and see, like, what the hell? Like, I did, like, 236, and it gave me, like, a 623 or whatever. But you have a bunch of other inputs before that, and only some of your inputs are actually being inputted when you can within that buffer window. So, you just gotta get better. That's, like, my skill issue thing. Because I see people mostly complain about it in combos, or no, sorry, complain about it in, like,
I tried to DP out of pressure and I didn't get it. Type thing.
yeah, you didn't get it, or like a reaction super and stuff, and either you're too fast, too slow, like, inputs. First of all, we're playing Grand Blue, which is a game that is like, you know, and it's not a slight to the player base, but this is a game that's kind of advertised with simple inputs.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if people are having struggles with inputs in other games where it's like the execution's too hard, they come to Grand Blue. You know, your hand-eye coordination or your similarity with like doing inputs might not be the same, right? And again, you got to think this game is balanced, and the input reader a little bit too. I'm certain of it, but one-button DPs are a very, like, not a thing that are usually in fighting games, and if they are, they come with a lot of caveats.
Right.
Universally, everyone having one-button reversals means that things are not going to work out every single time. In your brain, it might be like, I'm pressing my DP button, but it's not coming out. But again, you got to remember, there are gaps in between your inputs. If someone true strings into a low, you're going to get hit, you're not going to get your DP.
Right.
Just like there are times when you can be mashing DP and you can still get hit, and that's not because the DP isn't coming out, it's just because, like, that's not how it works in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's really awkward in tournaments when someone's like, dude, my button's not coming out, and I don't want to be there like, look, I'm true stringing, like, I'm specifically playing around these mashes.
Yes.
So that's something to think about.
This is something that happened
another
to me
thing-
with Galleon far H into 5U. I was fighting Nothing's Galleon, and I was like, I'm spot dodging. Why am I getting hit? I'm spot dodging. That's because it's true string, right? So you just stand up, you get load, and you die, right?
Yeah,
It can
exactly.
be what
So-
might seem like input problems might actually be like knowledge problems, basically, that you don't realize.
Yeah, and then
why it's
also
not working.
sometimes proximity block can fuck you up, and then the last thing I say about inputs, you know, all the things I said were true, but make sure you hit your corners. If you're doing 236 or 623, a lot of times people just don't hit their corners, and that's why things feel like they're not coming out. Get used to the motion. It feels stupid to be like someone who like top 8's a bracket, but you know, go back to the lab and you're just doing quarter circles or dashes or whatever, and you're like, I don't need to do this, bro. I'm like accomplished at the game or something. But you don't understand that, especially when you're playing offline with variable inputs, input delays and stuff. Like, understand that this stuff isn't necessarily easy. Yes, there are videos of 5-year-olds doing it or whatever, but in the heat of the moment, you know, inputting something like that on a control, on a stick, especially on something like if you play on analog, as some people play analog, it's not going to be as consistent as you might think, and sometimes your brain knows that something's happening, but your hands don't listen to you, and it sucks, it's frustrating, but 90% of the time it's a skill issue, and it's a hard pill to swallow. But I talk with other players, like top players, and similarly, you know, I don't really hear complaints about input reader issues.
There you
See,
go.
in Street Fighter, it was a little different, and KOF too. Well, KOF, it just has a different input reading system. The KOF, or sorry, Street Fighter had a really fucked up input reader because there were like 10 shortcuts for DP.
Yeah.
But it's not a little, you know, it's that, like, yes, I understand sometimes you do a motion and something else comes out, but again, you gotta understand that these games are built with shortcuts in them. Understand what's giving you a DP, what's not. Know that when you do a 2-1-4 and get a DP, it could just be that, like, you're messing up the buffer timing and you're not actually inputting it, you're just trying to mash it out. And when you're trying to mash out inputs, right, especially if you're, like, trying to decide between doing a simple input, one-button DP, or, like, a motion input, you know, you gotta decide and you gotta get good at that. Like, that's gonna be difficult. And it happens, misinputs happen, and it's so, when you just accept that, like, you know, there's no magical fix to the input reader that's going to happen, and that, like, this is the input system that we're given, and all the faults of the input reader are also what's letting me react to things super fast or get my things out when they matter. You're realizing it's like a pretty decent trade-off to work around some of those small finicks, and get good and understand and be in tune with the input reader. versus like them like reworking it, and then it's like whack-a-mole. 10 other problems are gonna pop up when they like remove a shortcut for this or make this not work, right? Like you have to accept that and just kind of work on it. And working on execution, I know we're playing Granblue, and it's like Granblue's like the ABCD Raging Strike game, but there is literally no one is going to fault you for being like, yeah, my execution is a little rough, but I'm working on it, right? Because it's not something easy. And if you play a character like Narm or a character like Ladiva or whatever, someone with charge inputs or 360s or 720s or whatever, right? Like these aren't easy inputs. These things are balanced via input, and don't expect to have a 100% success rate. And if you're getting a common misinput or something, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is a little bit of a skill issue.
So basically, while there might be some like finickiness with the input reader due to like just the existence of like shortcuts to make things easier and stuff like that, realistically, you're saying it's a skill issue. It's a get good situation most of the time.
There's a little bit, yeah. There's, of course, there are times when it's fucked up, but I don't think a lot of the times people complain about it. It is that moment. There are times and it's warranted, and you really look and you're just like, man, this is bullshit. But you know, you get your shit out most of the time, and if you don't, like 90% of the time, it's gonna be an input issue, and just also being conscious of like when you fuck up an input. Like, I know when I mess up an SPD, I can feel it in my hands.
Right.
When I'm like, oh shit, I didn't go all the way up back, right? Or like if I get like a lariat instead of an SPD, I'm like, oh well, you know, I just didn't go all the way up or around, right? Like you can know this, you can recognize this, and kind of have the inputs be a bit more of an extension of you rather than a, you know, whatever.
Like it just
anyway,
happens to you, so you can do a little bit more intentionality, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like actually feel it in your, like, get used to it.
Yeah, and like I said,
enough.
hardware and whatnot. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that certainly aligns with my own personal experience too, right? So glad to get some an in-depth opinion on that. SF6 is awful with DP and Fireball overlap. I mean, even like those input shortcuts, they exist with the intention of like making certain things easier for people and stuff like that, but it can backfire, certainly, right? But yeah, okay, well, Mr. Gaba, can we get you on board with the Rosetta DLC agenda?
Can we get you on board with the Rosetta DLC?
Sure,
agenda?
man. Go for
we
it.
need her playable.
But
yeah, Midnight loves
to,
Rosetta. He's a big Rosetta guy.
But I mean, when we're on the Rosetta stage, or sorry, never mind. I confused.
Rosetta Rose Queen. It's the same. Yeah, I mean, it's the primal beast in like the human form, right? I'm pretty sure.
So Rosetta, yeah, sure. I mean, I'd like to see. We could get like a kind of like a plant puppet character, like a little bit of like a kind of like, think about like Nappa, like she plants like plants and then when she waters them. That'd be cool.
That sounds
I think they could do it. I'm excited to see, you know, and then she could have like a bunch of cool mechanics. I could see Rosetta in the game. Let's just get through Willness and the rest of this patch without any hitches, and then I'm excited to see what they plan for the next ones and whatnot.
Yeah. So last sort of specific thing here before we just do, you know, general things and then we'll let you go. Yeah, Evo. Are you going to Evo?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, me too, man. I want to go.
Little too pricey. I'd love to go. I think I already it would be fun, and I think there are a lot of people I want to see at Evo, and especially what's great is there's a Japanese Ladiva player, Abigen, who I've wanted to meet, and we talk, and like he's my homie and my translator sometimes. And there's a lot of people who are going to Evo that I would love to meet for the first time. But after Boston, and this is like, I'll just segue a little bit.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about this tournament? Yeah.
Yeah, I will talk about the actual tournament, but after Boston was like kind of like a regional. It was a little bit bigger than like your standard regional because you had people flying in and traveling out for it a little bit.
Right, yeah.
But after Boston, I realized that, especially having gone to Combo Breaker and having gone to Frosty's before, going to Boston and like flying into New York, hanging out with friends in New York, hanging out with, you know, having like people like cook for me and like just being near people's like places of residence, right?
Yeah.
Was so great, and the energy and the vibes and like the, you know, you had people from the tri-state area like rooting for their homies and stuff. That kind of energy, it is so refreshing and so nice. So I think until like, you know, things turn up, and especially, you know, starting school and stuff, I'm gonna shift, or I shouldn't say start. I'm finishing up my master's this year.
Oh, cool.
I think especially until I start getting like a consistent, high, nice, good, stable job, I want to shift my focus to spending my money going to like things like Boston. Specifically, I have my sights set, and I kind of committed yesterday or 2 days ago. After I came back from Boston, I was like, "This was awesome." I want to really, really go to Texas Showdown.
Ooh, okay.
Because I have a lot of friends in Texas.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to Texas before, so I want to see Buc-ee's. I want to have that fucking greasy, unregulated, like authentic Mexican food.
Yeah.
I wanna travel. I want to see Dallas. I want to see Houston. I want to maybe go to San Antonio. I want to spend a nice week there. And the thing is, because I have friends in Texas and stuff, it'll be chill. Someone will have a car, and I'll be able to get rides to places.
Yeah, it's the more like local kind of vibe versus
it's
Evo,
like a local, but it's still competitive because you have people coming from.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm talking more just from about like the vibe of like hanging out with people.
Exactly,
in their houses, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And people get so happy when they're like, "Oh my god, dude, a Canadian is like giving our like little thing a try." And I vibe at Boston, I had people be like, "Oh, dude, it's so cool of you to come from Canada." Or when I was at Crossover Arc a couple of years ago, it was like, "Oh man, like it's crazy, someone from Canada coming here," and that kind of stuff is great because I know what it feels like when we have like U.S. and international competitors come to Canadian events.
It's fun,
and I think like that's the closest way I can do to give back, right? And the more I do that, the more people will be kind of inclined to come to Canadian events.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get that community building going. I like it. I fuck with it.
So yeah, that's kind of what I shift my focus. I would like to go to CEO. That's like CEO's the last major I haven't been to. For us, this was the first major where I was like competing. The combo breaker before that year was mostly like I was just going with my friends. I was like, fuck it, dude. Let me see what this FGC thing is all about. So that was cool. Frosties was my first thing, but it was so big and so expensive compared to something like. Oh, you want to join the Canada Granblue Discord server? Oh. Let me do you have DM me on Discord. I'm Gabagool dot. That's my username. Just DM me on Discord and I'll send you the invite. So yeah, that kind of thing is just really great. I like that stuff a lot, and I just want to see people.
That's awesome, man. All right. Oh, any last thoughts, final parting words, or anything like that? I know you gotta go in a little bit here, so we had a nice little conversation here. But anything you want to finish off with?
I've got another interview.
Oh, there you go. Listen, guys, he's on the press tour, man.
Media tour, yeah. No, I just say it's great. I love Granblue. I love people. I love the game. I think we're in a good spot. I will address this in one kind of fell swoop, I guess. So Boston was great. If people are like in tune with Twitter and things, you might have seen like that Tega tweet and stuff, and I kind of get the sentiment, right? That the Granblue's like floor and drive for competition and whatever is a little different. And it might not be as like high as we like it, but I feel like there's nothing to like necessarily be ashamed of. And I see so many people with passion for the game, and like maybe some people could like just like toughen up or get thicker skin, but I don't really think that's like the end all be all. There's a lot of people who think that like people in the FGC just don't know how to get better at the game, or are like completely clueless when it comes to stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, that makes no sense, bro. Like I was like a yellow square mashing pleb, and I figured it out, right? Like I seeked out resources and stuff, and I think more people getting into content is great. Let's do that. Do more of that. Brick, like you're doing your job, but I'm working on like a small little crew of like other top players. We're gonna like hold ourselves accountable and like try and drop one video at least every 2 weeks of whether it's a character guide or a stream VOD or something, just to like get people more in tune with that higher level, see that higher level gameplay instead of just doom scrolling replay channels, right? Because that stuff isn't always fun. It's like it feels very businessy, like I'm doing the VOD review. So that's good. Fifth at Boston felt great. I have Arc World Tour points, dude.
Let's go.
I have eight Arc World Tour. I want to see if they updated the website. I don't see my name on that list, but
It's got our
that is, yeah, that's so funny. 8 points, dude. I'm gonna take that to the bank, dude.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I think it was an interesting top 8, and yeah, man, I can't wait to see more people come and register to UMAD if you are in Canada. UMAD,
There you go.
please come to that in Montreal. We got other events on the horizon too. Can I just drop this link in the? I'm just gonna drop this.
Yeah, you totally can.
And then last thing I wanna talk about is if you are again, it's not necessarily just for the content like community, but if you are a content creator, and you saw this, I saw your name on the registrants, but if you're a content creator, Ultima, he's pretty popular YouTuber and stuff, mostly does like some Pokemon stuff, does a bunch of other stuff. At least, I mean, he does a bunch of things. He does FGC stuff too, but he's running a Grand Blue Sajam Slam type of event.
Yeah, very cool.
For content creators. I'm going to drop that tweet in the chat too.
Yeah,
so if you are like a content creator and you're not, and like we're looking for people of all skill levels. Like I'm mostly like, we're talking like beginners and stuff too, but you know, you can apply and put your hat in the ring. Register for this because this kind of stuff is great. Seeing like the learning process of something like Grand Blue, and it generates a lot of good content. Ultima is like a super chill dude. All the captains, I love those guys to death. BSG, Vermilion, Zane, like those are my homies. Commentators and production from Jatsu and Viram, two of my homies. I got in at the very last second, but I'm super excited for something like this. So the more eyes we see on it, and I'm saying like, if you're like someone who like spends time in other people's Twitch chats for like non-Grand Blue things, right? Like let's say you really like a Shadowverse streamer or like an MTG streamer or like a Warhammer streamer or something, and you know, you send them this because we want content creators from like other spheres too to just like understand.
Yeah, it's a super. I was super happy to see that tweet. Like that's the kind of shit that we need in this community for sure. To just like try and get more eyes on the game, get more people into it. Because it's such a good fighting game, man. Like this is such a good game, right? So very, very excited for stuff like that. And also, I mean, yeah, like you mentioned, I did, honestly, if you guys are looking for, like, beginners and, like, other stuff like that, I was also down to, like, if I could be, like, some sort of, someone mentioned being, like a mercenary coach, like how kind of Jaewong, I think, was in one of the Sajam slams or something like that. I'm not as good as, like, almost any of the coaches. But, like, I think I explained this game a lot to people. So I think I could maybe
because we do have, like, a side coach, like, thing. Like, and there are people who are, like, recruiting for that, so we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, I just like this event is awesome, and I would love to just be involved with it. I think in any way that I can. Like it sounds like such a good idea. I'm so happy that it's happening. So good of you to plug that shit as well. But
that's really it for me.
All right, man. Well, yeah, you said you love the game, you love people. That is like I've never like met you in person, but you just seem like such a nice guy, man. It's like I really like it. Well, it's a good like sign off line for sure.
My gameplay might not show it. I'm definitely a rude player, but I truly love FGC, and I think Grand Blue it's like such a, you know, Strive was like such a big like spark in the bottle.
Right.
For like fighting games, like right out of COVID, rollback, all this kind of stuff. And I think Grand Blue is like, we're getting really close to something like that with Grand Blue.
The game's getting bigger every release, which is good.
Bigger every day, and we're still so young into the game's development. Like, I feel like we haven't even begun to peak. But that's really what I gotta say. Also, give BlazBlue a try.
Give BlazBlue, play some Central Fiction, play some Calamity Trigger.
It's a hard game, but it's a fun game.
Yeah. All right, Gabba. Well, thank you very much for coming, beating my ass in the first of 10, sharing some knowledge, sharing some thoughts, and I'll let you go off to the rest of your press tour there. But I hope you have a great day, man. Thanks for
having me. If anyone, sorry, I should also say, can I plug my socials and stuff?
Absolutely, yeah, by all means.
So this is my Twitter. I'm dropping it in the thing.
I need to get on Twitter, man.
I have my Discord in the bio. But if you have any questions about fighting games, Canadian locals, even your own locals in not Canada, whether you want to play sets, talk Ladiva, want to join the Ladiva Discord, all this kind of stuff, do not hesitate to reach out. I promise you, I do not bite, and I'm more than willing to help anyone, any level, about anything. I love those guys. Shout out to Team Factor too. I'm about to go do an interview on their channel.
Oh, dope.
Those guys got me to Boston and to Frosties and stuff, and they've just been so supportive. But yeah, that's my like shill section. And I'm
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Go check out Gab's Twitter. Yeah, he does not bite. Again, he's very nice guy. So if you want help on anything, probably not a bad person to reach out to. But right on, man. Yeah, well, have fun over on that interview you're going to do over there, and
Thank you so much. Good luck with the rest of your day, and if you ever need a +1 commentator for Wall Brawl, I'm always
will do,
around.
man. Will do. Thank you very much.
All right, keep it real, guys.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Peace, Gabba. What a nice young man. It's always whenever I get a chance to sit down and talk to Gabba, that is always my first just kind of thought afterwards. Like, what a nice guy, you know?